Hey there, this is Bewindi Jackson. Happy New Year. This is, I think, my first video. I'm gonna be completely honest. I was gonna do a live today, but I don't know, me and live. We gotta build up that muscle. With a video, I know I'm not by myself. With a video, you can record, and if it doesn't turn out right, you can delete it, and we could restart. With a live, you raw. That's it. There's no restarting it and then doing it getting like, yeah. So I've got to work on that step by step, baby steps. But here I am. I have a 12:30 session, but I wanted to kind of take a moment and just come to you and just share some encouragement with you. And I'm going to be doing this more often. In fact, I'm going to be calling it Gems with Bewindi, just counseling bites, counseling gems, lunch with Bewindi. So I'm going to have to do a live at some point. But for now, you get a video. And that way you could come back to it anytime you want. Well, you could do that with a live too, but you get the point. So, did you see the first newsletter of the Against All Odds professional counseling services? Against All Odds, I'm so excited. And I could not do it without Amanda Avery. She is editor, chief, extraordinaire, marketing expert. She's amazing with all things A plus media solutions. And so she is definitely an amazing resource for me. So I hope that you enjoyed the first newsletter. I hope that it's added value to your inbox, to your lives, and it offers some practical solutions that you can add to your lives in terms of establishing your priority, in terms of creating goals, and making sure that your goals are aligned with your values. Today, I heard a client mention that she's been experiencing some New Year's blues. Now, I've never heard of that in my life. But maybe you are experiencing some blues, the difficulty of just kind of getting up and going, getting up and going. You've probably heard people around you saying they've made some goals, they've established some guidelines, they're working on some plans, and you are like, I don't feel like doing anything. If that's you, I want to give you 3 W's. Number one, you might need to, especially if you work from home or you've worked from home for a while, you may need to just kind of do a reset for yourself, okay? Maybe you may have to revisit your work schedule. Do you have a schedule? Or do you just kind of wake up and whatever time you want to wake up and do whatever you want and just kind of have this, I will get to it when I get to it mindset? Well, that is a lazy mindset, lackadaisical mindset. And so you may want to revisit, do I need to create or recreate a work schedule that yields itself to productivity, to clarity, and to peace? How do I want to feel by the end of the day? Do I want to know that I've had a productive day? Do I want to feel energized in my day? Do I want to experience a day where I've added value to somebody's life? What do you want? You're living. You're not supposed to just be existing. God has amazing plans for your life. And we're on this earth to conquer, to take charge, to lead, to pour out, to be blessable, to be a blessing to people. You're not just on earth to just kind of live and survive or exist. There's so much more for you to do. And if you're going through a really tough time, by all means, you take care of yourself, you lean into that, you become better, you focus on health, you focus on restoration, you grieve if you're grieving. I'm not talking about that piece. So number one, work schedule. Do you need to revisit your work schedule? Number two, what does your wind down look like? So your PM schedule. At what point do you shut things off? Are you on the social media taking in nonsense, taking in a whole bunch of junk all day? I know for me, I get a telltale sign when my eyes starts to get a little glossy, when I feel tired in my head. It's too much. I'm overstimulated. I'm done. So I got to get away, unplug, pull away. And so what is that? What is that wind down time? What does it need to look like for you this quarter, this month? What does it need to look like for you this week? Maybe for you, it may just be recreating and kind of planning things for a quarter. You don't have to look at the whole year right now. It's only January 10th. It's okay. And then what does your wake up time need to be, right? What do you need to do, or what needs to be your wake up time so that you could focus on the strategies and the things to help you have an amazing day. That the things that are life giving, right? So maybe you need to wake up at a particular time so that if you are a believer, you want to spend time with God. You say God is your priority, but He hasn't heard from you in a long time. That doesn't add up. So, and this is with compassion, no judgment. But if you want to do better at that, you need to wake up earlier, right? And so maybe you need to, if you're saying I want to work out, okay, that means you're gonna have to wake up so you can work out, so you can do some movement. Do you want to make some breakfast? Do you want to do some stretching? Do you want to do some gratitude journaling? Do you want to have a to-do list? Do you want to make a connection, call a family member, call a friend? What are those 3 to 5 activities that you need to have in your wake up time so that you can have an amazing day? You can have amazing days. Does that mean you're not going to have a bad day or a bad moment? Absolutely not. You're going to have those too. But how about, did you know that you can decide what kind of day you're going to have? You can decide to have a good day. And so decide that today, but you're going to have to participate. These things are not just going to happen willy-nilly, right? They're not just going to happen for you. You've got to have to participate in that plan. So again, revisit your work schedule, revisit your wake up time, and revisit your wind down time and your wake up time. Just a few little tips to help you get going so that you can be productive, so that you can have a fulfilled first month. By January 31st, you want to be able to look back and say, oh my gosh, I'm on the right track. I've been able to do these few things. I'm being productive. I'm able to be consistent. I see where I'm making progress. Don't wait till February 1st to do that. Do it now. And there are some things I'm working on myself. And so I'm not just telling you something that I'm not practicing. This is Bewindi Jackson. If you want more of these counseling bites with Bewindi, I'm going to do my best to do a live, but I'm going to try to do one of these once a month. Of course, I'm going to still continue my videos, my reels when I can. I do need to do that more often, but in the meanwhile, be encouraged, stay empowered, stay healthy, stay warm because it's cold, and I'll be back next time. Talk to you soon. Oh, and also, to subscribe to my newsletter, go to my new website, AgainstAllOddsPCS.com. AgainstAllOddsPCS.com. I also put it in the content. Have a wonderful day on purpose. Bye for now.